What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my World Cup series. This is episode number 30, and we start today's episode off with a pack opening. Now, we open 8 packs in total. That's 40,000 coins worth because, of course, we did win the World Cup in the last episode with the African Confederation. We've now won it with 3 different confederations: Africa, South America, and Europe. And now we've got 2 to go. That's the CONCACAF and the Asian Confederation. So I decided to open 40,000 coins worth of packs. That's 8 in total. Just in hoping to get some good players from those 2 confederations, but you might be wondering why this isn't a live pack opening like the other 1 or 2 have been. The reason being, quite simply, is because I did do this live, but unfortunately my mic seemed to pick up a lot of static, and every time I spoke, all you could hear was and it was just awful. So I thought, if I upload the live pack opening in this video, then you guys will just be like, oh my god, what's going on with your microphone? So I thought I'd just commentate over it naturally. But to be honest, I did say there, we have got 2 confederations to go in this series. That is the CONCACAF, the North American one, if you will, and the Asian one as well, which includes the Oceania, Australia as well. And to be honest, I don't really think that we're going to be getting too many great players in the any pack we open now until the rest of the series, because we might get some good players from South America and Europe and Africa, but of course we can't use them anymore because we've already won the World Cup with those confederations. Because this series works in the way that once we win the World Cup with one confederation, we move on to the next one. It means that we won't be able to use any of these players we get unless they are from, as I said, the CONCACAF or the Asian Confederation, which is really frustrating because, as you'll see, the standard of players we're getting from those confederations aren't really the best. Now, of course, we will be going down the CONCACAF route, as you can tell by the title, for the next attempt, and you'll see one of the games in this episode as well after this pack opening. But all I'll say, and I wanted to say this straight away, is just keep in mind and bear in mind as well that if you're someone that's been enjoying this series, because we've been, winning quite a few games, you can see by my record, it's not amazing, but we've won the majority. Keep in mind that we're probably going to start losing quite a few games now. I do know that the CONCACAF team especially, isn't really that bad, but when you consider the fact you come against teams featuring players like Messi and Suarez and Neymar in the South America, or with Europe you could have players like Ronaldo and Rooney and Royce and so on, when we're going to be using players that, let's be honest, aren't really the best, they're in the low to mid 70s, it's going to be a bit of a struggle. So, if you are someone that just enjoys watching a series where the YouTuber wins the majority of their games, I'd say, probably think about making this one of your last episodes, because I'll tell you right now, I certainly don't think I'm going to be winning the majority of my games anymore, because quite frankly, I'm not really that good of a player to be able to win with low rated teams against really good rated teams. But as you can see by these packs, we haven't really been getting the luck in terms of good players. That player there, Herrera, is the highest rated North American player we've got in this pack opening. With a couple packs to go, I was thinking this is really not going the way I was hoping, because there are still some good players we could collect. From the CONCACAF team, we're still yet to get a good player. The highest rated player, which is one of the highest rated players I should say, is Javier Hernandez, and we still haven't got him yet. And with the Asian Confederation, we still haven't got the 2 highest rated players. That's Tim Cahill, Super Timmy Cahill, and some random South Korean striker. So, there were still some good players to get from those confederations, but unfortunately I was getting a lot of duplicates. I was getting a lot of European, African and South Americans, and of course they're no good to us whatsoever. So it was kind of frustrating opening these packs, knowing that really we're not getting the players we need, and with the players available to us already, we can't really build many good, strong squads. And as you can see, this was the final pack. This was the 8th and final pack as we open, redeem the free pack, quick sell those 2 duplicates and send the rest to the clubs. And yeah, as you would have seen, unfortunately we didn't really get any good players whatsoever. I did build a CONCACAF team, and you'll see that in just a moment. I did actually record that live and there was no static in that. So this is the CONCACAF team I built, and this is the team we'll be running with for the next few episodes, well, for a while at least. So after opening 8 of those packs, only 1 player we got from those packs has made it into our starting 11 for our North American Confederation. All the other players that came from packs previously to that pack opening. We're going to play a 4-2-2-2 anyway. Our goalkeeper is Keylor Navas, our left back is Castillo, centre back partnership of John Anthony Brooks and also Ayala. The right back is Jeff Cameron of Stoke. The CM partnership, the CDM partnership I should say, are both CMs there. Herrera, the player we just got out of that pack opening, the only one one and also Medina. They're both CMs playing CDM, but they'll still get... Oh, okay. One of them's going to get 8 chemistry, the other one will get 10 chemistry, okay. The CAMs are Clint Dempsey and Brian Ruiz, so they're some decent players, and the strike partnership is Giovanni Dos Santos and Landon Donovan. Do I have a CF to ST card? Let's just see if I have one real quick. Come on. Nope, unfortunately not. But it's still a decent team. 2 players get 8 chemistry, the rest will get 10. It's not as bad as I first feared. There are some decent players in there, but it does still look quite weak, especially defensively. So, not a great team. I think it could take me quite a while to win the World Cup with this confederation. But even so, hope you enjoyed the pack opening, and there should be one game to follow after this. And so, as I said there, the team we built isn't actually as bad as I first feared, but let's be honest, it's not going to be much of a match when it comes up against teams featuring the likes of Suarez and Messi and Neymar and so on. So yeah, it's not too bad. Attacking, it looks quite good offensively. You know, a strike partnership with Dos Santos and Landon Donovan looks really good. Dempsey and Ruiz are both really good playmakers. So, you know, it doesn't look too bad, but then again, you come against these teams, 86 rated, 4-1-2 on 200 chemistry, Casillas, Jordi Alba, Sergio Ramos, PK, Lichtsteiner, Pogba, Royce, Muller, Ozil, Benzema and Balotelli, and you think, okay, this could actually be quite a bad game for us, to be honest. So, yeah, it's not a bad team. Don't get me wrong, it's not a bad team. It's just that when you come against those super teams, it really does look as though you're going to get absolutely battered. But even so, we came against this team, and the first chance would actually come to us here as Herrera gives the ball to Brian Ruiz. Ruiz gets past his man here. Really good turn by Ruiz to take on Sergio Ramos, but the shot is well saved by Casillas, and my opponent gets the ball clear. But the first couple of chances came to us, and in the 19th minute here, my opponent gives the ball away. Giovanni Dos Santos runs clear, nutmegs Gerard Piqué and blasts the ball into the bottom corner. So that was a really nice breakaway goal there. It is the Mexican Dos Santos who gives us the lead with the new team, and yeah, it was a lovely little nutmeg on Gerard Piqué there, and a great finish into the bottom corner as well. So we go 1-0 up, which was really surprising, but even so, I was very pleased to go 1-0 up. And in the 25th minute, we could have made it 2-0 here. Clint Dempsey has a throw in. We get the ball to Medina. Medina ends up playing it back towards Clint Dempsey. Dempsey gets onto the ball, fake shots around Lichtsteiner, swings in across eventually as he takes him on twice into the centre. It's Dos Santos who wins the header and gets his second goal of the game. It loops over Casillas and makes it 2-0. So 26.5 minutes in, we're 2-0 up against this team. Really surprised, and I did not expect that at all. But to be honest, I was just really pleased with how well I was playing. I was playing a really high press. I kept putting the pressure on my opponent, kept making the tackles and then setting up a counter attack. And here you see the ball get played forward towards Landon Donovan. Back heels it to Medina who strikes it, but unfortunately Casillas turns it behind for a corner. So you have to say in the first half I was playing really well, and you know, I deserved my 2-goal lead to my credit. And just before half time we could have made it 3-0 here. The ball gets played forward towards Dos Santos who strikes it. Casillas is stranded, but it goes wide of the post and out for a goal kick. Still 2-0 though in the first half, and in the second half we started brightly again. Herrera gets onto the ball here and turns around his man, finds Landon Donovan. Donovan plays a great through ball into towards the run of Giovanni Dos Santos, who stops the ball with the Berber spin and shoots, but again, it's a really good save by Casillas, who was keeping my opponent in the game, and then Medina's shot is blocked and my opponent gets the ball away. So still 2-0 and playing really well, but eventually my opponent was going to get some chances, and he had one here. Paul Pogba striking it from range, but a good save by Keylor Navas in our goal to keep the score at 2-0. And in the 89th minute here, you see Brooks get the ball to Jeff Cameron. Cameron finds Brian Ruiz down the right hand side there, takes on his man, beats him with a double step over, plays a quick 1-2 with Giovanni Dos Santos, keeps on going, tries to offload it, gets tackled but wins it back, keeps on going, swings it across, Donovan goes for the header, but it loops over to Casillas, but eventually gets back on time to tip over the bar and out for a corner, and from that corner Donovan crosses the ball in, Ruiz goes for the header, it's cleared away, only as far as Dos Santos who strikes it, it's blocked, then Casillas strikes it, but it's a simple save for Casillas, and the score is 2-0, and that was how the game would finish. So we actually win our first game with the CONCACAF team, which is a real surprise because this side was miles better than mine, there's no doubt about that, but we still managed to get a clean sheet as well, which is really surprising seeing as this team is very weak, especially defensively, and those 2 early goals from Dos Santos did give us our first 3 points of the group stage, which is really nice. I don't really expect us to win the majority of our games despite winning our first one, but at least we got off to a good start. That's the main thing. We win the first game, and yeah, I'm very pleased. What can I say? It was a real shock, but as you can see, I definitely deserved it. I dominated, and I really did deserve the win. But as always, guys, a big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, because that is much appreciated, and it really does help my channel out, and of course it only does take 1 second to click that like button. So thanks for watching, leave a like, enjoyed, and I'll see you for the next episode of my World Cup series. Let's go very soon.